Grace.Filled Prayers Live. I'm so excited that you are here with me for another time of prayer. It's praying time. It's praying time. If you never needed a prayer before, now is the time you might need it. So anyway, welcome or welcome back for those of you that are new. I'm just going to take a minute to love on some people, see if anybody has any prayer requests, anything that they want to share, and then we're going to go right into prayer. I'll just greet you, send you off on your way, and tell you have a good day. And then we'll be back here tomorrow. We're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for right now in this part of the winter. And then we'll go back to our permanent 6 a.m. Time because I'm a farmer and a gardener, and I need that time for outside before it gets too hot. So the section is open for your prayer request. All right. Good morning, Lady Lily. Good morning, Miss Jenny. She says, good morning, Christy, and prayer. You guys doing okay? Are you staying warm? Is it warm where you are? Is it cold? Is it okay? We haven't got any snow yet here. Um, it's pretty cold. Good morning, Novi. Peace and blessings unto you on this beautiful morning. Peace and blessings. I love ya, and I lift my voice to worship you, oh my soul. Now rejoice. Kalani's been asking about snow all the time. I'm like, girl, and take joy, my king, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet sound in your ear. How are you guys mentally? You know, mental health is very important to me. It's something that I prioritize at all costs. My mental health, I make sure that I'm good. And it's not always the big things, the small things. Staying hydrated, your cup of tea, your favorite cream or lotion, just getting showers and doing whatever that special thing is you do for yourself. Self-care is important. You can cross over the line into vanity, but mental health is very important. And let's make sure that we're protecting our peace, our energy. If we overexert ourselves, what will we have left? Be exhausted and depleted. So I do want to say that. Good morning, Miss McKay, and good morning, Cassandra. Let it be a sweet sound. We're at like 3.5 minutes. We'll give it about another minute to see if anybody else comes on with prayer requests, and we'll start. In your ear. Good morning, Lady Denise. I lift my hands in total admiration unto you. For you reign on a throne. For you are Yah and Yah alone. Because of you, my cloudy days are gone. And I can sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything. I love you, Yeshua. Oh, I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you that I love you more than have a prayer request for David and for Leela. David is having issues with his kidneys. He's going to hemodialysis, or he's going to dialysis, and he's going back and forth to the hospital. And Leela is having issues with her plasma, and different things like that. And I think she's having some issues with like her joints and pain. So we want to lift them up. They're in PA. And then we want to lift up Shirley. She's having cancer in her pancreas, and she's in Arizona. And actually, and we're also going to pray for my friend because that's my friend's mom. So they have picked up everything and left to go be with her during this time. So it's pretty significant. It's pretty severe. And I think that it's a blessing that they had the ability to, you know, to do that. He works from home and she homeschools, and so they're able to go there. And we're praying for traveling grace because it's a 30-hour drive from here to Arizona. Yeah, 30 hours. Um, I looked, I was like, maybe I could go and like surprise her. We haven't been to that state, and our goal is to tour all the states. We're like a third of the way, and I'm like, well, we haven't made it that far yet. And I looked and I saw 30 hours. I was like, oh, maybe we'll go visit later. But anyway, good morning, Miss Candace. Peace and blessings unto you. So just keep those, David, Leela, and Shirley, in your prayers. And I really just appreciate that. And just remember, these grunchy, grouchy people, grumpy people, like they're having a hard time. And it may not be personal when they lash out on you. So we're just going to pray for them. This is a hard time of year for a lot of people. So good morning, Roz. Father, we are so thankful for this time and this space. We're thankful for this day. Thank you for waking us up, for breathing your life upon us. Thank you for being good to us, better to us than we could have ever been to ourselves. We thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercy. And we just thank you for being such a good, good father, such a good, good provider, a good, good friend. Our hearts are full with praise on today. The fact that we woke up, that we were able to see another day, that we had another gift, the present, right? Another opportunity to get it right. We're thankful. And I ask on today that we do, get it right, that we try again, that we start again, that we have faith again, that we believe again, right? That it's a new opportunity. So though we failed maybe yesterday or last week or last month or last year, we have another opportunity. So help us to take full advantage of that clean slate, of that new opportunity that you have given unto us. Thank you for us being as well as we are, our families and friends and communities being as well as they are. We didn't have any extra prayer requests today, so I'm sure we have unspoken, but overall maybe we're in a good place, and so for that we give you glory. Father, we are praying for those unspoken, though, those that don't speak, those that come on later, and those that just didn't want to share it audibly or type it in. We are praying for them. We're praying specifically for every empty cup to be full, for every empty vessel to be filled. We are praying specifically for every broken heart, for every heartbreak, for everyone who's dealing with loss, for everyone who's dealing with grief, everyone who's dealing with pain, everyone who's trying to find their way, everyone who needs something to cope with, right? Like they need something to help them, right? To help with the symptoms. But we're praying today that you will get to the root, and that we not treat the symptoms in our life, but that we get to the root of our lives. Why are we the way we are? Why are we doing and saying the things that we're saying and doing? And is the things that we're saying and doing bringing you glory and honor? Are we being salt and light to a dark, hurting world? People who need salt and light, people who need encouragement and love. And I'm praying today just for love. How many of us haven't got a hug all week, or haven't had some encouragement, or haven't had good news or something positive happen? So I'm just praying that you would just keep your hands on us and continue to give us the grace and the strength that we need to endure the challenges before us. We're praying for David. We're praying for Leela. We're praying for your healing graces and mercies upon them. They don't have any children in the state, and they are starting to get elderly, and just praying for their faith, that their faith fail them not, and just praying that you would give them strength individually, but yet collectively as well, so that they can continue to let their light shine for you. What are you doing in this moment, in this place? What are you teaching them? What are you trying to get in them, and what are you trying to get out of them? We are praying for Shirley. Um, we're praying, she's in a lot of pain. We're praying for comfort during this time. We are praying for her daughter, and we're praying for her son-in-law, who is like, let's go be with her. And so we're praying that you would give them the strength. They're really struggling and really grieving. Give them the strength to, first of all, focus, so they can drive the 30 hours they need to drive to get there. And then when they get there, that things will be well, and that they can get acclimated, and that have people there to love them, to surround them, to love on their children, to make the transition easier. And so that's what I'm praying for on today. I'm praying for transitions when we are in hard seasons and hard times and going through different things here and there, to and fro. I'm praying that you would put people in our lives that can make the transitions easier, that can make the hardships more bearable, people that can help us focus on you and not the problem that's going on, that can be not our anchor, but our reminder to keep our eyes focused. Stay focused. You're almost there. You're winning. It's almost like I think about it when I'm running, or when I was running, and I was running my 10K and determined to run my half marathon. And it's like there are certain points where you're like, you know what? Why am I doing this? I'm done. Like, this is too much. This is hard. This is overwhelming. Why am I making myself run and run all these miles? And sure enough, there's like a little water station. Like, they just know the exact points. And then there's like little groups of people that are every so spaced, every so often, and like, hey, good job. And they start clapping and cheering you when you see them. And then when you see them, you're like, oh yeah, I can do this. And you run faster, and you get some pep in your step. And so I'm thinking you, that which is in the earthly realm, that is also which is in the spiritual realm, that you got some spiritual things cheering for us, or you've got some angels, you have some them cheering for us and encouraging us and pushing us, so that we can know we're on the right track, we're on the right way. But not just angels, even people. Father, when we see someone running a good race, doing a good job, doing a good work for you and for your kingdom and glory, may we take a moment to just say, good job, I'm so proud of you. Like, may we take the time to build them up, because whether it looks like it or not, we never know how they really feel inside and what they're really going through inside. And it just might be exactly what they need to keep on going and to be strengthened and encouraged. So I am just praying that we can be hands and feet, even in that way, just sending encouragement while people are running their races. How amazing it must be for that. And it's funny because I used to think the person who's standing there encouraging everybody is not even running a race. So they're kind of getting the shorter end of the deal. And I tell you, through this prayer, the Ruhua is so good that as he's showing me what to pray for, he's also showing and revealing something to me, that cheerleader that's overlooked is actually has a vital, important part. They're there cheering for everybody else. So although they're not actually running a race, and although they're not actually getting a time and a clock, without them, the racers would have a harder time. And some of the racers maybe would even quit without the people there with waters and so forth. So we it's just a reminder that we are all together. We're all a part of this big, beautiful body. And in isolation, the hands can't tell the feet, I don't need you, and the arm can't tell the neck, I don't need you. Like, we need everything and all of it. And I'm just asking on today that you would help us to flow as a unit, that you would help us to flow individually and collectively in our homes, in our lives. I'm praying that your healing virtue would come. I'm praying that you would help us with our marriages. Some of these marriages are just really troubled and have gone wayward and have lots of issues, Father. But at the end of the day, you are the glue that holds us all together. And so I am praying just for your healing virtue um, in our marriages, in our homes, with our children. We're praying for our children that their faith fails them not. We're praying for them, the ones that are gone astray, that they would come back into the light. We're praying for their health and for their strength and for their mental capacity. We're praying for their future. We're praying for blessings over them. We're rebuking the hands of the devourer. We are coming against everything that wants to wage war with them, everything that wants to attack them, that wants to get them discouraged and off track. We intercede for them and we stand in the gap. We cover them. Hallelujah. And we're praying, lastly, for those that are hurting, grieving the loss of loved ones, but also grieving what they wanted their lives to be and it's not. And the reality is, even though we hear, it's the past, let it go, it's over, let it go, it happened a long time, and let it go, we know that that's not always easy to do. It might be something that you need to do, but it's not always easy. And so I'm just asking on today that you would help us to surrender those things that need to be surrendered, that you would help us to lay down at your feet those things that just need to be laid down, that you would help us move forward from those places that we are stuck and stagnant and even taking up occupancy when we're not even supposed to be doing that. So I'm just praying on today that we would hear your call and your beckon and just draw closer to you, and that we can heal and just release it to you. Because at the end of the day, there have been things that we have prayed for that didn't happen. There have been things that we believed you for that you didn't come through for. There have been things, but it's not because you can't, because you are able. It's just that for whatever the reason, your answer was no, it was not right now. And for some things, you didn't give us an answer, and we don't even have an understanding. But that's the thing. Do we still love you and trust you even when we don't understand, even when we don't see, even when we don't have the words? Or is it only when you give us our request, you hear us and answer us instantly, then we love you, and we don't answer us instantly, then we're pouting and we're upset and we don't love you anymore and we're wishy-washy. So just help us with us and help us with these situations and these struggles and these storms that we're facing and that we're enduring. And we're praying for these men and women as they're going to work, the different things they're enduring on the job. We don't always know what people are enduring on their job. We don't always know what people are enduring in their homes. So praying for the spirit of depression to leave, praying for, let's stay there, because I know that for some people this is a season of consumption and giving, and you know, there's this expectation that you give and that you do and that you be, and sometimes people aren't in a place to give, do, or be, and they're just really hanging on by the thread. And I'm praying that they're hanging on by the thread of your garment. They're just hanging on to you, and I'm praying that what they have, they feel it's enough. And I know that sometimes we feel like we just need more, and I certainly feel like I just need more. There's so many things that I go without and have went without, but the real question is, what is it that we do have, and how can we lift that up, and how can we use that? And so I'm just praying on today that you would help your people be creative with what they have, even, and not even focus on that which they don't have, because you are a provider. You know what we have need of, and you will come through for us. And it's so interesting. Often when we feel like we're ready to give up, or we're just overwhelmed or kind of at our wits' end, it's really when we're really at the end. There's about to be a light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes we give up too soon. We give up right at the end. And so I'm just praying, because I just feel somebody just needs just you to breathe life onto them, so that they're not giving up and they're not giving in. And I'm praying that we are being mindful of that which we say out of our mouths, that we don't let people upset us and get us into a place where we want to tell somebody off and go off and all these things, so that we can keep our calm and peaceful spirits, and that we can just walk away from negativity and from drama, and we do not allow trauma into our space, and we can love on these negative people, but then we can love on them, and then we can just keep moving. So I'm just praying that you would help our tongues. um, if any of us find ourselves in that type of position, dealing with those type of people, be it on the job, be it at home, be it with extended family, wherever it is, even on the road, getting gas, whatever. So I'm just praying that you would just continue to keep your hands on us. And I'm praying for those in the prison. I'm praying for the officers. I'm praying for the judges and for the lawyers, all those that have rule. I'm praying for healing of nations. I'm praying for peace on earth. I'm praying for the orphans and for the widows, those that are drunk and those that are facing and up against addictions and struggling with addictions and struggling with mental health and just really struggling. I'm praying that you would help them. And we just thank you for this day. We give you glory. We give you honor. We give you praise. We actually cover the babies as they're going to and from school. Those who are in school, asking you to bless those in daycare that are little, asking that you will touch mamas that are raising their children and loving on them and taking care of their homes and trying to do the best that they can with what they have. I pray that you would honor them on today and that you would bless them and you would touch their hearts and let them know that they're doing a mighty work for you. And my final prayer is that we don't forget why we do what we do. We're doing a mighty work for you and for your kingdom, and we're not coming off of the walls. So help us to stay on the wall for your name's sake. For thine is the kingdom, thine is the power, thine is the glory forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Well, I hope that everyone has such an amazing Tuesday. Um, be safe out there, Miss Jenny, if you're traveling in that snow. If anybody else is traveling in snow, be safe as well. Thank you guys for praying for these people that need prayer. And then thank you for just taking time to pray for those around the world that needs prayer, right? The ones in your community, but the ones that are abroad. It might not seem like the prayers are making a difference. It might not seem like anything is coming from them, but this is what I can tell you. There are some things that you just can't see in the natural. There are some things that you just can't see, even in the spiritual realm. And prayer pushes back the hands of the enemy. And prayer is such a weapon. It's such a tool. And in other words, it's kind of saying that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Like you're given, the heavens permission, right? Prayer is just a beautiful thing. And I just encourage you just to continue praying, even when it doesn't, like, even when it feels like it's not working right. Because you think about your body and your muscles. Like when you're just sitting somewhere, can you just like feel your muscles in isolation? Like, can you just feel those things? No, but it's there and it's working, right? Um, and when you work out, you work out and work out and work out, and like you might not seem like it's making a difference, but it's making a difference. So anyway, I hope, yeah, be safe. Taking her to the appointment in that snow. We love you, Miss Jenny. All right, people, I love you. But Yah loves you best. And I just want you to hang in there and be encouraged. And today your only assignment is just to love on somebody. Find somebody and smile at them. If you can't smile at them, give them a hug. If you can't give them a hug, open the door. If you can't open the door, maybe pay for their coffee or their tea. If you can't pay for their coffee or their tea, compliment them. I like that shirt. Ooh, that's a beautiful outfit. You find something and you say something nice. Be nice. It's free. It's free. We should like sprinkle the glitter everywhere. Niceness, kindness, so that it might help them. It might help them during this time. We don't know telling you, a lot of people are grieving. A lot of people remember people. They have a hard time. Just smile and just be nice. All right, so I love you. I will pray with you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace and blessings.